Welcome back. While Mother Nature may have spared the Suncoast when it comes to wind damage, flooding is becoming a very big problem, especially in the Arcadia area in DeSoto County. Kevin Fry joins us live from that area with what's going on there. Kevin?
Hey there, Scott. We're at the Peace River campsite. You can see the entrance behind me. And quite frankly, since about the last time we spoke to you, which was around 4 p.m., the water seems to actually be getting a little deeper here. Now, we're about a quarter mile from the river banks themselves, and already all of this water, it's actually a little deeper in certain areas, like right in front of me. I spoke to a woman from this campsite. She says that ordinarily this has about a mile along the riverfront. Now the water has basically consumed it entirely. If you look behind me over my right shoulder, this is the entrance to the campsite, and right now, all of these canoes guiding the entranceway, essentially serving as a boat launch for those wanting to go in and see what's left, what remains back in there. Now, this is not just the Peace River that's overflowing its banks. There are also some other areas as well, some other tributaries, flooding communities and homes. We spoke with Zach Beasley. He's one of the homeowners, a new high school sweethearts. He and his girlfriend just moved into a property there about 7 months ago. It's a rental property, and already during that time, it has taken on water twice. In a matter of fact, in just the past two weeks, both during Harvey and now during Irma.
Everything we have is here. I love Florida. I mean, I'm 21. I've been raised right here. I've never lived out of the state of Florida. I love it, but the weather is getting, I don't know, more than we can handle.
I don't know. This is heartbreaking. You know, I love it out here. It's quiet. I have all the land, my barn, everything. It's just everything I've ever wanted as, you know, a horse owner.
And she had property for that horse to be on. Now, we actually had to take a high water truck just to get back to their home today. It took about 2 feet of water. They spent their day sorting through things as they wait for the water to go down. Waiting is also becoming the name of the game here in DeSoto County. By this campsite where we are right now, you can look live. You're seeing a lineup, I believe, a lineup of trucks as people and cars are trying to get and navigate through these roads that are covered over by water. Another part of that waiting game, whether or not this county will be declared a part of that federal disaster area. Only some counties have so far, which unlocks funding to help rebuild and recover. So far, DeSoto is not one of them, though the governor has requested it. For now, reporting in DeSoto County, I'm Kevin Fry for ABC 7 News. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Let's get more now from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob, the worst of the weather from Irma dumped a lot of rain right over that Peace River region, didn't it?
It sure did. That's where the center was, just to the left there of it, and that's where all the rain occurred. Over 8 inches it fell across DeSoto and Hardy counties. On top of that, we had some stronger winds too, basically to the east of that. Now, if the storm had passed into the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what we were all worried about, that eye or center stayed over the water here where the water temperatures were in the upper 80s, we would have seen all that rain. In fact, everyone would have had that 8, maybe up to 20 inches of isolated areas getting 20 inches of rainfall. I know I packed my canoe, or if you will, kayak, up high. That might have been the only mode of transportation at that point. On top of that, I took my bike to work in case the roads that were covered with trees and you couldn't make it back. You can certainly lift your bike. You can't lift your car over those trees. I was thinking maybe 3-4 days before I could get home, but we dodged a bullet. Obviously, we've heard that before, but not along the rivers there. People are getting flooded, and they're flooding out of their homes at this point. So all those rivers now across the Suncoast are at flood stage and well above flood stage. In fact, 18.2 feet, I believe. It is now at the Peace River, expected to drop below that over the weekend. Well, the rain is well offshore right now. It is progressing in our direction, but this evening should be not a problem, as these storms are still about 60 to 70 miles to the west of us at this point. There are a few storms developing to the south. We're starting to see more and more of that action developing right now, and that's a result of a return of a little bit more moisture. It's been so dry in the upper levels over the past 2 days now, but that's going to change a little bit tomorrow with a little bit better chance for showers and storms. That flood warning Saturday expected to go below it looks like, at least until 11 o'clock. We'll see how that plays out. Here's the forecast, and actually the weather review of what's been going on today into Manatee County up along the Cortez Bridge. Some high clouds moving in, providing some shade and maybe a little cooler temperatures today for folks out there working. Remember, drink plenty of fluids, water specifically. Stay hydrated out there and don't overexert yourself. There's a lot of people out there working that normally don't work in the afternoon and evenings like this, and so take it easy out there. Scott, back to you.
We will. Thank you so much, Bob. If you know someone who evacuated and then is coming back to Florida this week, there are concerns about I-75 to our north in Alachua County. This is between Gainesville and Lake City. Right now, the road is safe and passable, but the Santa Fe River is rapidly rising. It has gone up 15 feet in the past 36 hours. Should that river rise over the interstate, the road, of course, would have to be shut down, crippling north-south travel in the state. And this would have a ripple effect on other alternate routes across North Florida. Here in the Suncoast, the Manatee County Bridge will close in just a few days. The newly built Fort Hamer Bridge was temporarily opened a few days ago to help evacuees and traffic move more smoothly before and after Hurricane Irma. But now Manatee County officials say they plan to close it again on Monday night at 8 o'clock so the crews can finish construction work on the span. An official opening date has not yet been set. Hurricane Irma left some scattered damage in the Englewood area. People in that area are starting now to clean up the mess. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us live with details on how Englewood fared in the storm. Christopher?
Good afternoon. There are a lot of downed trees, but the big concern didn't happen. You see, downtown Englewood, Dearborn Street is right along the water, and a lot of people were very concerned that it may flood. It, however, did not, and that's really good news for Ears Animal Rescue. They run an animal adoption center.
We got power yesterday here at Ears. Some of the minimal damage that we had that's back. Tin roof here was all blown up. I put some Band-Aids on it and patched it back up. We lost some fencing and things like that. But it's nothing that manual labor can't fix.
Besides really losing a few awnings and a little bit of fencing, they didn't have a whole lot of damage. They do hope to reopen for business coming up on Friday. They hope to have all of their animals out of foster care by then. Scott, back to you.
All right, Christopher, thank you. Hurricane Irma did not do a lot of severe structural damage on the Suncoast, but it did leave a lot of storm debris and yard waste behind. And many people without electricity are watching the food in their refrigerators spoil. But as ABC 7's Linda Carson reports, the garbage trucks are finally hitting the streets again.
Sarasota County resumed regularly scheduled trash and garbage pickups today.
If you have the ability to bundle your storm debris and put it out, it'll be picked up by normal collections on your normal collection day.
The county will resume the pickup of recyclables next Monday, and they'll also begin picking up storm debris that day.
If you cannot bundle your storm debris because it's so large, you can put it onto the right-of-way, and then beginning effective Monday, September 18th, the county has storm debris contractors that will be coming around neighborhoods and collecting the storm debris caused by Hurricane Irma.
Garbage pickups resume in the city of Sarasota tomorrow. They'll also begin picking up recyclables at the same time. They'll start with their regular Thursday schedule. Those whose normal pickups were missed earlier this week because of the storm will have to wait till next week. The city of Sarasota will usually only take the garbage in your container or cart, but they're waiving that rule.
We want to be able to help accommodate, so anybody who has the garbage set out that they can't get in their container, we'll go ahead and collect it on the side.
And they will also begin picking up storm debris next week. Make sure you put that storm debris on the curb beside the street. They can't come on your property to get it.
And also, please make sure to keep it away from fire hydrants, a water meter, your backflow preventer, a street light. And we also ask the residents if you can please not have your vehicle parked in front of it.
And if you'd like to take this storm debris to the Sarasota County landfill yourself, they are waiving the fee until September 23rd. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Linda, thank you so much. New information tonight for people in the city of Sarasota dealing with building and electrical storm damage. The building division for the city is accepting applications for emergency building and electrical permits as of 1 o'clock this afternoon. These permits will be expedited and the fees waived. You can fill out an application for remasting on buildings, electric meter cans, sewage, sewer lines, and your roof. You can fax the application to 941-954-4178 or submit it in person at 1565 First Street in the Annex Building. You must make a note on the application that this is all due to storm damage. City and county governments around the Suncoast are working to restore water service as well, and as a result, multiple boil water notices have been issued. For certain areas where the water is still not safe to drink, we have a list of boil water advisories on our website. Just go to mysuncoast.com. A few openings to tell you about this afternoon. The South Jetty in Venice is now back open. Sarasota Farmers Market will take place as normal this Saturday, September 16th. And the Robert L. Taylor Community Complex in Sarasota is back open. It has resumed regular hours and all scheduled activities. However, the center is still without phone and internet service, but the electricity is on. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, isolated and forced to wait. Up next, why it's taking so long for people in the Caribbean to get the help they need to recover from Hurricane Irma.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or spread out in your spacious new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
I'm Alan Cohn. Hurricane Irma has come and gone, but there is still flooding, debris. How much longer can we expect until things get back to normal?
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Let's get a glimpse of the Van Wezel webcam, show you what's been going on this afternoon since 3 o'clock. Some high cirrus clouds have been drifting in from the Gulf of Mexico occasionally, kind of blocking out the sun a little bit, keeping temperatures at bay. We had highs today slightly below the average, and it looks like we'll see a better chance for some showers and storms as some moisture starts to move in. We're starting to see some of that already down to our south into Cuba, also South Florida, some showers developing along the sea breeze front there. A little action out here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is weakening as it approaches the coast, though, and it's still about 60 miles offshore. Nothing really going on around here at this point, and it doesn't appear that we'll see anything through this evening. I mentioned this activity out here. If we kind of put it into motion, you'll see that it's not really all that strong, and it's moving on to the northeast. It doesn't look like it's going to hang on through this evening anyway. We could see some showers overnight. Well, what's left of Irma, and it's not much, is moving off to the northeast now, and it's all but gone. We have some very dry air that's moved in over the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, which is good following this storm. A lot of times, these things can leave behind a trail of moisture, a trail of storms. We saw that with a couple of systems that have moved through recently, especially with Harvey. You can see, again, not much going over the southern plain states. It's been warm over the northern plains, but things are starting to cool down there now. Some clouds out here in the Gulf of Mexico, little pieces of moisture moving off to the northeast will give us a better chance of showers and storms scattered about tomorrow. But this evening looks to be really nice. 79. We'll have fair skies, a few clouds around. Temperatures a little bit above average. This morning's low was 70 at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. That was nice. Right now it's 85, and the heat index is about where our temperatures normally are this time of year, 92. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 7. The pressure 29.93 inches. The high today was 86, a few degrees shy of the normal, which is 89 degrees, and this morning's low was, there it is, 70. The record, 65, set back in 1956. Zip on the rainfall, and for the month now we're at 7.89. For the year we're at 57.40 inches. That's above our yearly total, so we're going to end this year regardless of what we get for the most part. I think there's a couple more inches, but will get us to the yearly total. So we'll end this year at a surplus regardless if we get any more rainfall. 87 in Jacksonville, 88 in Orlando now, 87 in Miami, 85 in Sarasota. And around the inland counties, we have them in the low 90s in Arcadia, 91, 91 at Lake Placid, 90 in Sebring, and 83 water temperature now, 86 Inglewood. Well, the forecast hourly for tomorrow, there will be a few isolated cells around tomorrow morning. Looks like a better chance for some scattered storms developing in the afternoon. Scattered being a little bit more coverage, but not a widespread coverage event. Isolated, meaning just isolated as you would expect. It's 1 or 2 scattered storms around tomorrow late morning. Well, this is now moving to the southeast. This is Jose. It was already down here earlier about 5 days ago, and now it's heading that direction again, but it's going to actually get caught by a trough, head back off to the north, and split right between Bermuda and the United States, it looks like, over its upcoming days. As far as the latest goes on, it's a Category 1 hurricane now, just barely hanging on to that status. It's moving to the south at 3, and the pressure has bounced up to 988 millibars. There it goes. As I said, splitting the difference between the United States and Bermuda as a tropical storm heading off to the northeast. Temperature is 71 in Boston, 79 in Buffalo right now. Comfortable, a nice 73 in Detroit. Indianapolis at 63. Temperatures much warmer in Rapid City at 88, Denver at 84, and much hotter over the desert southwest, 106 currently there, and temperatures into the 60s in Birmingham, 67 degrees there now in Birmingham. Now the boating forecast, winds out of the east turning to the northwest at 10 knots. We'll have seas running right around 2 feet with a light chop out there. The water temperature at 83, and the UV index will be high at a 10 tomorrow. The tides upcoming at Sarasota Bay, high tide at 9:45 and a low at 12:49 just after midnight. Another high tide at 6:49 to start the day, and sunset will be at 7:37. Sunrise will be at 7:15. Days are getting shorter, and partly cloudy skies, warm and dry, 76 for a low, so that's pretty typical for this time of year. The 7-day forecast calls for scattered showers tomorrow at 40%, 50% on Friday, and then drops down over the weekend at 20% on Saturday, 30 on Sunday, and then pretty nice week to start the work week off. Kids will be back in school, upper 80s, and low temperatures down into the low 70s. Scott?
Bob, thank you so much. Now to the U.S. Virgin Islands, one of the regions hardest hit by Hurricane Irma. Locals are saying aid has been slow to arrive to areas decimated by the storm, but some assistance is starting to trickle in now. But as ABC7's Ariel Reshef shows us, it may be too little too late.
Hurricane Irma unleashing fury in the Caribbean. The U.S. Virgin Islands dealt a catastrophic blow. The damage so devastating, residents of St. John painfully deciding whether to rebuild.
My house, my business, both my vehicles, everything is gone.
Days after the storm, locals describing chaos and crisis.
Our government did nothing. People come out with machetes, offering bullets and saying there's more for you, breaking into houses, hurting people.
Some federal assistance now filtering in from FEMA in the form of food, water, tarps, and toddler kits. But across the islands of St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas, growing frustration.
Making a line for 2-3 hours to get some water because the city don't get water, they don't get nothing for the city.
More than 2,000 American tourists ferried out on cruise ships and flown on military planes.
When they see the U.S. flag, it's like, we're coming home.
While the U.S. citizens who live on the island say they feel abandoned amid Irma's agonizing aftermath.
Our hearts are looking for something, even that government, to figure out over in the USVI to do something positive.
The Department of Defense has deployed more than 10,000 personnel to the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. President Trump is expected to visit the islands sometime in the coming days. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
All right, Ariel, thank you. And we'll be right back with more.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Windows.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
This is important news for women who were administered chemotherapy intravenously for breast cancer and then suffered permanent hair loss. Some women administered the breast cancer chemotherapy drug Taxotere have suffered from permanent hair loss on scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. If you suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy for breast cancer, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Game on, Suncoast. Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by your local Honda dealers.
Tampa Bay Lightning and Florida Panthers, along with the NHL and the Players Association, are now donating more than $2.5 million to Irma relief efforts. The Panthers have also been delivering ice and water to South Florida residents in need. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have separately pledged another $1 million, and the Bucs' first regular season home game will go on as scheduled Sunday at Raymond James Stadium against the Chicago Bears. We also have an update on the All-Star Hand in Hand benefit concert and telethon that aired across multiple networks last night. The effort to help victims of Hurricanes Harvey and Irma, raising more than $44 million. That's including $5 million from concert ticket sales alone. Celebrities from all parts of the entertainment world took part, from Leonardo DiCaprio to Oprah, Celine Dion, Reese Witherspoon, and many, many more. You can still donate by going to handinhand2017.com or by texting GIVE to 80077. Well, this Irma cleanup video from the Miami area is getting a lot of buzz on social media. Sister Margaret Ann took matters into her own hands with a chainsaw by cutting down some limbs. She didn't think twice about helping out, although she said she isn't going to make this a habit. But she got the work done, didn't she? We'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.